What's up, everybody? Nate here from Out of the Basement, bringing you a brand new action figure review today from Star Wars The Black Series. We are taking a look at Clone Wars Season 7 Darth Maul. This is a figure that everyone has been waiting for. I'm so excited to be sitting down and reviewing it. I've already opened it and taken a look at it. This past Sunday stream with Justin, we kind of went through the entire wave, opened them all up, just gave some general thoughts, but now we are doing the full-fledged reviews here. So yeah, this one is a long time coming. I'm so excited we finally got this figure in the line. It looks pretty accurate to the show, which is a great thing. And this is also a 100% brand new figure. So this is in the Clone Wars packaging. You can see the nice yellow. It says Darth Maul down at the bottom. We have the mural art on the side, which looks pretty awesome. On the back of the box, we have the bio if you want to pause it and read it, and also an enlarged image of the mural art. Maul is the 11th figure in the Clone Wars line. We've got the barcode on the bottom. Black Series logo on the side. Nothing else going on with the package, so we're going to take a look at his lightsaber and then the figure itself. Alright, so up close you can see that they are updated to reflect that the hilt is actually mismatched these days. So you have the original style saber from episode 1 and then the other half of the hilt. Both really nicely detailed. I think the differences in the silver is show accurate, and the little bit of red paint on the original saber is really nicely detailed there. These just really turned out well. We also don't have a D-peg this time. It is simply just a straight peg, although it is very tiny. You may want to be very careful, but yes, they do pop together very easily, and you can see the blades are nice and red. They are the nice thick blades as well that are removable. Just like that, just be very careful. And here he is out of the packaging, looking absolutely fantastic. I can already simply and safely say that this Maul was well worth the wait. The brand new body has some really fantastic articulation updates. There are some minor nitpicks to be had about the figure, of course, but overall I think this is pretty much what everyone was hoping for. Detail-wise, it is almost 100% spot on to the show, and I really like that they chose to do what they normally do with the Black Series figures and make it a realistic look as if this was live action. Recently with some clones and other figures, they've taken a more animated style approach, but I'm happy to say that this Maul is definitely more in line with how things normally are. So with all that in mind, let's go ahead and get him off the stand and we will take a closer look. And first things first, take a look at this brand new head sculpt here. Another angry expression Maul face, which I know some people were a little bit disappointed in. And of course, I do wish we could just get an alternate head with a stoic face like we did way back when. But we know those things usually don't happen in the Black Series, unfortunately. And for a side-by-side comparison, here he is next to the comic book Maul that recently came out, so you could see the differences between the two. The new Clone Wars Season 7 Maul has the spikiest points ever. Be careful, like seriously, they are pointy. But they do look fantastic. I love how they turned out. Looks like, unfortunately, I have a little bit of a QC issue mark there on Maul's face. Not really the biggest deal, and you could really only see it super close up, but yeah, you can see all the tattoos and everything are really nicely done. The back of the head has a little bit more of some paint splotching there, unfortunately, but that should be an easy fix, and thankfully it's the back of the figure. So yeah, here is a close look at the Season 7 tunic. We do have the Maul chest underneath, which is actually a different sculpted chest from this figure. The main thing of note, like I pointed out on the stream, is this shirtless Maul. He's got some nips, and the Clone Wars Season 7 one does not. So yeah, the sculpt is different. However, it is still definitely inhibited a little bit by the softer plastic around here. We do have some nice paint app detailing though down on the belt. A little bit of yellow and blue action, and we do have some silver throughout on the gauntlets, and a little bit on the belt as well. All really nicely applied and even painted through on the back. And then we also have the robotic legs here, and they are nicely detailed. I feel like maybe they could be a little bit more silver, but the gray plastic does still look pretty nice, and it gets the job done here. So yeah, this sculpt looks really nice and is definitely the perfect Darth Maul Clone Wars Season 7 look if it was live action. And now let's go ahead and move on, and we'll take a look at the articulation. So his head does actually look up really far, and it does look down a very decent amount as well. He has the double neck pegs, so you get full 360 rotation, tons of attitude, which is very important for Darth Maul, and they absolutely delivered here. So great range in the head. The shoulders do move all the way out, and they can rotate around pretty easily. He does also have butterfly joints, very important, very essential. We do have a single jointed elbow that gets you way more than 90 degrees here. We also have two gripping hands this time around, both with swivel and vertical hinges. So not only this arm, but this arm. Double vertical hinges. Very nice. For the ab crunch, you can see that there is a cut at the chest here. However, it is very hard to get anything out of it really. Where most of the ab crunch comes from is the lower waist, which has a cut, and you can actually get a decent forward motion out of him, and then going back is not really that much at all. But we do get swivel and also just a little bit of side to side. So yeah, it'd be nice if maybe these were just a little bit softer so we could have some access to that ab crunch there. But unfortunately, with the way that the overlay is, it's not exactly possible. It's definitely a little disappointing. However, it really doesn't affect too much thanks to the lower waist cut. As far as the leg goes, it can kick out straight forward. Maul can perfectly do the splits. We've got a little bit of kickback. We also have thigh swivel. We've got a single jointed knee, which unfortunately only goes 90 degrees. I definitely think we could have got some more articulation out of this had it been designed just a little bit differently, or maybe even been a double knee. I know they've been getting away from those in the Black Series, but I think this is one time where it really could have benefited. We do get a swivel at that point though, and then moving down, the feet can go all the way down. They can go up quite a bit, and he does have ankle pivot as well. So it's safe to say that you could definitely hit those Darth Maul poses pretty easily. The articulation could be a little bit better with that ab crunch and a little bit more range out of the knees, but overall, you're definitely going to be able to still get what you want out of this figure articulation wise. Next up is some comparisons here. We'll start out with that comic book Maul and the Phantom Menace archive release version as well. Also a couple Maul DeLoreans that don't like standing up. Followed up with Ventress and Kenobi! And here he is with Clone Wars Anakin and Captain Rex. Last but certainly not least, we have the Season 7 Clone Wars Ahsoka. And man, is it satisfying to finally get these two together in the Black Series. We've had Ahsoka for so long, just waiting on this Maul. Now finally having it in hand, it just feels so good to complete the pair. Just having these two posed up against each other is so satisfying. So yeah, as expected, this figure is 100% banger status. It's almost damn near perfect. There's a few things specifically with the articulation that could be a little bit better, but otherwise this figure is 100% on point. It looks exactly like Maul in Season 7 if it was a live action appearance. The posability that we do get is better than any Maul we've had before. The butterfly joints really help out, and those deep cut elbows really allow you to get into some great posing. So yeah, this one is definitely a 100% recommended pickup. If you see it in the store, grab it. I'm sure most people have it on pre-order. Thankfully, it is a mainline figure. It's not an exclusive, so it's going to be super easy to get. So yeah, you don't want to miss out on this one. If you enjoyed my review, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars: The Black Series here on the channel. If you'd like to support us in a more direct manner, we do also offer a channel membership for 99 cents a month, and we have a small collection of merch as well. There's links for everything down in the description of this video. Thank you to our current channel members. Your continued support is truly appreciated, and thank you to everyone else out there for simply watching, liking, and subscribing. I'm Nate from Out of the Basement, and I will see you next time.